Thank you so much for doing this testimonial, Tommy. I just really like to ask you about your experience, because you have done the one-day quantum sobriety workshop, you've done everything, you've done the 5-day residential retreat, and you're on the online programme. So yes, I just really wanted to ask you what your experience of quantum sobriety has been.
It's been amazing, for starters. It's obviously changed my life, which is why I'm sitting here right now with you. But quantum sobriety to me is the bridge between my bottomless pit that I was in and a life-changing moment. Obviously, everyone is different. We're all individual, but it just puts together so many things that I think a lot of people think about. Instead of ploughing you with drugs or any hospitalisation, any white coats, any thoughts of that, even whether it's true or not, no dorm rooms, no, it's all just comfort. And through comfort, you can then listen to the most important thing, which I'm now learning and learnt for the first time in 32 years, to listen to my heart. And from there, then it's endless. And day by day, minute by minute on the workshop, that changed me so much, just the one day.
So
if you're going to come and do the retreat, come to the day workshop, because it's, it's...
So you did the workshop first, and then you did the 5-day retreat?
Workshop first, yeah. And what it meant to me was two things. First was when I turned up to the retreat, because I'd been here, I'd met you, I'd met Dominic, I'd met Nikki, I'd met the house, I'd met the vibe, I'd met everything. And so I was already at peace.
Yeah.
So, but it also gave me the courage to pay for the retreat and to be here and to believe. It gave me the courage that it was the right thing for me. I didn't want to just go and be locked up somewhere for months. And
that's really sort of what's out there, isn't it?
Frankly, it's an overwhelm. It's very lovely that the world has got plenty of people and plenty of places to try and help you. But you go from opening up about the most insane thing in your life, drug addiction for me. That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, and I hope it is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And then you're suddenly overwhelmed by not wanting to know what to go to. But on the other hand, everything seemed to be pretty similar in this country. And the last thing you want to do is run away again to another country. So yeah, for me, quantum sobriety is that bridge, and it's worth anyone from another country as well. But they've got to believe in it and what they want to get out of it.
And the online program, so if someone couldn't get to the workshop, the online program does that as well, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
An insight into what the program means and the approach, because it is different.
Yeah, exactly. So the online program shows you how because it's different. Anything new is scary.
Yeah.
And so even when it's trying to help you, and so it shows you as well. So I'd imagine you'll get a few people in there very soon, if not have them, and you'll get lots more who will start the online program and then come on the retreat.
Yeah.
Because they'll start realising how amazing this is, and one wants to delve into it a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the online program, great. Workshop day, great. Do them. And if you're in trouble, it's very hard to know who to shout to. And I can sit here and very, very with a big smile and say, this is a place of comfort, and you are an inspirationally lovely person. It's worth believing in yourself so you can believe in this.
And that's what it boils down to, isn't it? It's taking responsibility, because I can't do this for you. The program isn't about doing it for you. The program is about showing you the tools that I've used, and lots of people have used now that absolutely work. Meditation is changing the brain, and quantum physics shows us that we are literally have pure potentiality all around us. We have at our fingertips, in the blink of an eye, we can change our reality. We can see the same thing in a slightly different way. And meditation gives us the space away from our addiction so that we can see things in a slightly different way. And a miracle, the definition of a miracle, is a change in perception.
Yeah, spiritual awakening.
Spiritual awakening.
Yeah, absolutely. The responsibility is on every individual, and that's not pressure. It's you're the only one who can do it. You're not there or here to literally hold our hand and guide it the whole time.
No.
As you said, you're just telling us what you've done to change.
Yeah.
And that's why you are my inspiration and my motivation and my mentor, because of what you have gone through. You can't ignore when you tell your story. People can't ignore it. So
it's true.
It's true. And you're right here now with this huge smile on your face, and you succeeded, living the dream and succeeded. And to me, that is just so powerful, because it is every time you feel down about something, think about you. Every time you feel down or want to grab something bad, think about you and this. And that's what I'm doing. And I every single time anything negative comes to me, I have other things. I have positive affirmations, and I've cleaned up areas around me, and I've done little things, and I've simplified my life. But these are basically these have all come from quantum sobriety, and being on the retreat, and so everyone, I can see the pain from a lot of people on the forum, and I've been there, so I know what it's like. And it's not to say that I might not have some wobbles, very, very much so, because I do have.
So what happened when you were here?
When I was here, I had a tough mentally first day. The realization of what I was about to put myself through and what I was wanting to achieve from the week retreat. And on the second day, on the 19th, my day of sobriety, which means new beginnings, I had a spiritual awakening during the Reiki healing, and
wow!
Yeah, wow! It changed my life forever. It put in perspective everything that I've been searching for, all the problems I've with me as a person in the past, all the things that I did wrong and didn't know why I was doing them. Even everything, something very huge for me, is that I've always wanted to believe in a higher power, and you are my higher power in many ways, Joe. It's part of being a mentor for me. It's how I like to see it. Sorry, you don't have any choice in that. I have to have it to help, but I've always wanted to believe in a higher power, and I've been brought up Christian and confirmed, and something that happened to me in my spiritual awakening. I could talk about it for a long time, because it's an unfolding every day, every morning especially. I've realised that the reason I've been fighting, trying to figure out, is God true, is this my path, is because I've been fighting it for no reason, like many other things, but I'm now completely linked to God and to Buddha. These are my two things that I wanted so much, and it's a very long, and not everyone will see this, but it's, for me, I don't need to be with one.
Yeah.
The higher power is there.
Yeah.
I can believe and choose this way, and I can believe and choose with God and with Buddha. And for me, it's
all the same.
It's all the same in so many ways. I pray to God when I wake up on my bed, and I meditate to Buddha about 2 minutes after, and I feel the same love from them both, and it is changing my life, minute by minute, not day by day. So I can speak highly of that, and again, this has all stemmed from my awakening, which all stemmed from here, and I was put into the right situation from being here at the Quantum Sobriety, and basically that happened. Again, I'm very fortunate, but I was ready to do it, and I was ready to receive it. So that happened on the Tuesday, and then basically Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I was able to unload and forgive and unleash from my body all the things that the retreat does. So every time you brought a new thing up, I was ready for it. To the very last meditation we did, and then obviously every day from now it's grown and grown.
And you've got the online programme to give you the ongoing support once you've left the residential retreat.
Yeah, and it's essential, absolutely essential. Whether you come into it before and then come to the retreat, or you do the retreat or the workshop or the mini retreat and then come into the on-time.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter. It's essential to have the support, not only you, but of all these incredible people. These incredibly strong, passionate people.
And it does really, it attracts amazing people. Quantum sobriety isn't for everybody, but I mean, what we're seeing is that it's attracting the most incredible group of people who are strong enough to help each other, and they're seeing how they're being strong for each other, and then they're actually finding that strength within.
Yeah, you can literally see it happening.
It's like a
message. I know. It's amazing. You put some of these people, including myself, onto the news or something. We might come across a bit weird because society is always against everything that's happening in us. But as you and quantum sobriety clearly pushing to us and affirm to us that it's we have more strength than most people because of the ups and downs we've gone through in whatever issue we've had, and because of being able to be on the forward, because you've already gone that step, haven't you? You've already opened up and said, some of the stuff people are admitting is nuts, and it's nuts in a beautiful way. And
there's no judgment. There's no judgment. There's just complete understanding of nobody has said anything in the forum where people have said, "Oh, that's a bit weird. That's a bit out of order." It's whatever has been said has been completely supported, understood. There's people jumping in saying, "I understand you. I've been through something similar. I can offer you this support. I can offer you this advice." And it is a community. It's not just a forum. It's a community.
Absolutely.
Of people
safe
who are. It's safe, and it's a community of people who are willing to believe in magic.
Yeah.
That anything is possible, and that magic isn't woo-woo. That magic isn't something that's just in a spiritual world. That magic is science. It's quantum physics.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And it is, yeah. And that community is so powerful in itself, and you don't ever have to lose it. It's there. Once you're in, you're in, and people are starting to realise. I got onto the program, I think, and then I came to the retreat fairly soon after, in my first month, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then I had my awakening. So I'm sitting here speaking after 3 months of my day of sobriety, like it should be years after my day of sobriety. I feel like that, but the point of it is, it was just me individually. I was ready, and this just happened in the way it was supposed to, and I believe that wholeheartedly. But for the people who are struggling, they're learning so much about themselves in this community to be able to be strong. And as you said, one message they send to someone in a strength, or just opening up, whether they admit it or not, it is changing them. It's changing me. I haven't put a lot of stuff on the forum that's been problems, but
you've got in there when you needed to.
I've got in there when I needed to.
You know that it's there. You know that you've got that support there if you do need it. So I really do appreciate you doing this for the website, and for potentially people who are watching this who might really be struggling, and I hope that this is not just about. I mean, there's lots of videos about me talking on the website and on social media platforms about quantum sobriety, but it's just so nice to have someone someone else who can talk about it. It's not just. It doesn't just work for me, it works for other people, because the thing is, the forum is secret, which is really important, so the world doesn't know about this amazing community.
Yeah,
because it's
going to spread quickly, but it doesn't know about it yet.
Yeah.
So I hope
I'm
the number 2 evidence that it is working, and there are 2 things that if you don't mind, that have been more powerful than anything else, and it is from quantum sobriety. There's so much to it, but in a lovely way. It's not complicated. It's lovely. But the 2 things for me, which have got me to this stage and that are making me very excited, about life. One, the main is belief. It is all about belief.
In yourself.
In yourself and in everything that is about to happen. So when I came into the workshop and when I came into the retreat, I'm not talking about belief about what's meditation going to be like or what's yoga. I'm talking about what is it going to be like having a cup of tea in this house, in this new place. I believed in everything that happened, everything that I was told I did, and I did it with belief. And I concentrated so hard that when I went to bed every night, I was exhausted. But it's helped me a lot. I know this. I felt it. And the other one is all or nothing. You said that to me, I think either at the workshop there. And that all or nothing is very hard. And I know everyone has their own, their lives and things, and they're either marriages or divorced or jobs or kids or anything. And addictions, they might have lots of addictions or whatever. But the all or nothing is so powerful because you did it, I feel, eventually at the time when the time is ready. And if you can just look to that moment, all or nothing. I did all or nothing very quickly because I felt that if I didn't, then I've always got something to go back to. And you either want to be in this or you don't want to be there. And I don't want to be a drug addict, and I don't want to be addicted to cocaine and to sex and I don't want to smoke, and I don't want to. My goodness, I didn't know I'd be quitting drinking. I never ever thought that would come, but I've just all or nothing, and I just say it every morning, and it just changed my life dramatically. Yeah, and smile while you're doing it as well.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for doing this interview.
Thank you so much.